Good evening, and thank you for joining us here in Las Vegas. We're at the Three Wall Ball World Outdoor Championships. We have a pro doubles match. Uh, Currently, the score is 1-1. Our players currently in the front are. Let me introduce myself. My name is JT. I have with me tonight Danny Lavely, double ball, paddleball, and racquetball player. Denny, tell us a little about who we have serving and who their opponents are.
Sure. Good evening, JT. Good evening, everyone on LPRT Live. Got a little switch up here from the racquetball game, showing you some paddles. So in the box right now, we have Aaron Embry serving with his boxer Roxanne Railing. Great shot from Roxanne to finish the rally there, moving Brenda around. In the back, we have Emmett Coe and Brenda Lime. Certainly. You'll notice first, of course, the different equipment, the ball being a little slower, and as they rally here, the ball, the movement is still kind of the same. But you'll notice a few things right away. Where the strategy is see Aaron moving up there into the server's box. You're gonna notice a lot of play in the front and a lot of play in the back with some lob. There's a lot of low balls like that. Good spot from Emmett. And you'll see a lot of lobs up in the third and fourth panel trying to move them back.
Good deal. 3 serves, 5. Yeah, you definitely fairly rare to see as much high lobbing in racquetball. The bounce is going to be too much. It's going to go out of the court. The ball, I don't know that I would describe it as heavier, but it's definitely a different consistency. Not going to bounce as much.
Yeah, it's like a squash ball in a way. It really takes it takes a lot of the speed out of a regular racquetball, and it places more emphasis on placement of the ball, and there's a lot more strategy involved in that way because you can't just blast your way through a shot or kind of catch some people and handcuff them off guard until they're two up front. So while the balls might only be moving between 30, 40 on the slow ones to maybe 80 or 90 at most, the dead ball creates a much different court coverage, of course. And you'll notice a lot more front and back coverage and switching of sides. It's a very, similar. There are a lot of differences that, Emmett and Brenda are going to have to kind of rewire themselves a little bit here. Fortunately, Emmett is one of the premier paddleball players in the world and the nation there. He's got a lot of titles, and I think he hit him there. Yeah. But one rule that's different is anytime you're hit with the paddle ball, it's an automatic replay. That is one rule change. It doesn't really matter if the ball is going to make it or if you're even facing the right direction. Wow. Great shot. If you're facing the right direction or not, though, you hit the other team with the ball, it's an automatic replay. It doesn't matter. Oh, great hands there.
Tied up at 5 apiece. So it looks like definitely the strategy of moving your opponents around is going to be as important or even more important here in paddleball.
Yeah, if you notice, Brenda hit a deep serve to Roxanne there and then tapped it really short in the front. So that dead ball really made her cover a lot of court there. So she's able to cover and get that side out. But that's going to be a tough cover for the whole match. So see if she's able to keep it up. Right now she's hitting really well.
I know historically paddleball has been big in San Diego and New York. In the Mid-Atlantic, it's taking off a little bit. Brenda is going to college in the Virginia area.
Yeah,
but it's definitely if the goal is to preserve courts for racquetball, embracing paddleball is a great way to get additional people on the court that might not be willing to deal with the speed of racquetball, especially as beginners and as older beginners, because the speed is going to be a little bit different. The workout is going to be a little different. Not quite as much twitch muscle and definitely a little more endurance.
Certainly. Racquetball is kind of an explosive kind of snap, a lot of snapping of the wrist and twisting of the hips, really kind of in a violent motion at times that can be exhausting, whereas paddles, a little more longer rallies as you see here, and you need a lot more body in your swing, because the paddle is actually the lightest ones are about 300 grams, which is nearly double weight of a racquetball racket. So to be able to swing that, you got to use a lot more of your body and more of a fluid swing rather than kind of the snap in racquetball. But you'll notice in racquetball, you have a lot more flat swinging, and here there's a lot more different kinds of swings. A lot, you have to hit up and down sometimes. It kind of hits the blobs. A lot more pendulum at times. Just kind of some flick shots. So you'll notice a lot more variety in the way they hit the shots, maybe, than racquetball.
All right, 8-7. Embry to serve. And Bo sails that one.
You see there, Aaron served and played up at the fourth panel there and got Emmett to hit it over the top. That was a really nice play from him. Good hands from Aaron to point.
Eight, 9, Miami serves. Putting it plenty deep.
Wow. Watching Emmett play he is incredibly fast. And he's frustrating to play against, as I have played against him many times. But you see right there, he's able to not only get a shot that can come from off the wall and behind him, but put it in the exact right position where the other team is out of coverage. Make Emmett one of the best. Great shot there.
And so very similar to racquetball, we'll play 2 games to 15, tiebreaker to 11 if necessary.
Wow. Another great kill shot. That's a long way. She was off the court on the back there and was able to roll it right in front of Aaron.
Side serving 10.
They're gonna call it a side out, just over their head. Aaron is definitely a positive energy person. It's great for the game. Taught me a lot about paddleball, and you're right there. Get right back. Get the important half out there.
Definitely something I'm seeing here is a lot more patience from the players. And then Emmett rolls it out. But they're willing to take the time, move the opponents around, take the right shots.
Definitely want to not hit into coverage and play a lot more percentage if you're thinking about a racquetball kind of strategy. Racquetball, you're going to have to blast the ball from the back to try and pressure the servers, and paddleball, you want to hit it over their head, actually. Try to keep, that's a great return there from Roxanne. Probably the third and fourth panel. Wow. Emmett and Brenda went on a hot streak to end that first game there.
Very nice. We're going to take a quick break as the players do. We'll be back in just a moment. And we welcome you back to the Three-Wall Outdoor Championships, one of our featured pro doubles matches for paddleball. We do have four different styles of outdoor events coming on here this weekend. We've got three-wall racquetball, we've got one-wall racquetball, handball, one-wall on three-wall, paddleball, one-wall on three-wall, and across town there is a pickleball event as well. So there are plenty of things to do with paddles and rackets here in Las Vegas this weekend. Our first game was won by Ko and Laime. We'll see what Embry and Redding will be able to do to come back in. The close game until we were at 9-9, and then Embry was not able to score another point after that. What kind of things do you think the losing team should do to adjust and try to deal with Brenda and Emmett's abilities to just return and return and return?
One thing is you're going to have to live with a little bit of good offense from Emmett and Brenda and kind of pick their spots a little bit. So right there, you see right away, they bring it over to the right side of the court to Brenda, who has been playing paddles less than Emmett and certainly putting on a great show here, catching fire at the end of that last game. But Aaron's going to have to get really aggressive in the middle of the court, kind of right where he's standing now, but in the rallies as well. You see him hitting to Brenda right here. They're going to try to make her make mistakes, keep it in play, and good shot. I thought he might have skipped that one, but that's what he's going to need to do to. He's going to need to hit a lot of those kind of, either winners or kind of reverse pinches over to that right side, and either force Emmett to really cover up in that front right and cross the court and kind of pull him out of position, and then kind of try to pull him back to the left, because Emmett will get it. And at some point, you're going to have to make Emmett really work for points. And if you can keep Emmett kind of in the back as much as possible, you keep him out of the front. So if you can have him hit closer to that back line, you limit his ability to cover up in that front on the pinches, and you force Brenda to kind of take more of those. So given that Emmett is an all-world paddle player with a lot of titles, I would definitely want to make sure he's behind me as much as possible. If I'm Aaron and Roxanne.
Sounds like Embry and Railing might have either gotten the same advice or figured out that same strategy as well.
Yeah, you can see Aaron hit a couple of short balls to Brenda, pulled her up, and then the next two shots were lobs right there. Like I said, Aaron getting a little more aggressive, forcing the action to Emmett there. That's just great shot from Emmett, putting it on the backhand out the door there. It's a really tough shot to cover in paddles.
Great effort from Lime, not able to get to.
Yeah, those are certainly, while those are difficult shots in racquetball on the run back over your head, paddles, they are nearly impossible given the almost the weight of the paddle combined with the lack of bounce of the ball. It makes it very difficult to really get a lot of mustard on that shot. Two great wide shots. Really pull them off the court. You can see it really open it up for them. Aaron taking another kill shot from the server's box there. If he can stay up there, he's going to have a lot more opportunities to do that. See if Emmett and Brenda can kind of adjust here and get him out. Exactly what they did. Yep. Great overhead lob there.
It's definitely a game where intelligence and experience are going to be very useful, knowing what to shoot and when.
So as you know, Brenda is a racquetball player by nature there, and so you see her adjust at the lob, create a weak return from Roxanne, then she kind of settles in, is patient, lets it drop like a racquetball, and able to kill it in the right corner there. It's a textbook kind of racquetball strategy, but one that still is good here in paddleball.
I think you really can't afford to leave Emmett up in the service box. You've got to get him out of there. He's just too good. Can't leave him there.
see right now. It's when Emmett's kind of really comfortable. You see the kind of those easy shots that he's able to really take his time and almost wait for you to pick your position, and then he hits it away from you. And of course, he beefs the serve right into the short box there as we're giving him praise. That's a good shot. He hasn't tried to kill one return until now, so you can see he's turning up the aggression. He knows it's got to turn it on here before this game kind of starts getting away potentially.
Three serving 5. Great cross court.
So it looks like Brenda and Emmett are being able to move Aaron around right now. While he wants to be aggressive, it's going to be tough if they keep running around, just given the kind of toll it takes to keep swinging and swinging on the run, especially with that paddle. It takes a different energy out of you, maybe more so than the racket, which has a little more responsiveness and bounce. You really have to create your power with the paddle ball there, and that's why you use your whole body. So.
We do apologize if you can hear that helicopter right above us. It's been hovering for a bit. Hopefully they will move on with their tour. 6-3, Limeade to serve.
Great job. So you notice Aaron uses body to keep Emmett on his left side there, run right to the middle of the server's box, and then put a tough shot down in front of Brenda. Like Aaron might have hit Emmett back. Take picture, replay. I think that might have hit the ball spot in the wall there and shot a little bit to the right. A little unpredictable, little unbounce from the wall there.
And we do have a couple of interesting spaces on that front wall where the plexiglass is not quite flush. And we do have a chip out of one of the panels. Happened a little earlier today.
Great angle. Even if Roxanne was able to get her paddle on it, would have had very little to do with it, and hit it right back to Emmett.
Aaron stepping in to take that out of the air. Great choice.
I think you're going to see a lot more of that, and he's going to try to keep, instead of pinching it, he's going to try to keep it on the right side like he's done the last couple of minutes here.
So you see a little bit of difference in shape of the rackets. Is that a strategy decision to go more with the triangular head than the round head?
One thing that's really cool about paddles is there are a lot of different paddles, and a lot of the weight distribution or the size or shape like that even some of them have holes in the middle to make them a little more aerodynamic. They create different effects, spins when you hit the ball. So with the slower ball, kind of the way the swing is done, you can kind of tweak the contact point, kind of how you're hitting the shot in a way. You've seen some kind of taps with a lot of backspin on them that really bounce quickly, but some of the overhead lobs have a lot of topspin, and they kind of go really high up and drop down quicker than they should. So one of the things with the racket-shaped paddles makes it easier to transition from being a racquetball player, and the other ones can create a little more spin and some sponginess and are a little more aerodynamic.
It's too dark. Just want to go yellow.
Another thing, we'll play very, very close to each other in paddleball. They crowd each other, and there's a lot of contact, kind of brushing up against everyone up in the front. A lot of physicality up there. You see Emmett and Aaron have been kind of in each other's hip pockets the whole night. Wow.
Great rally. Great rally.
Ms. Torres and Matfield, you guys are going for racquetball number 1, please, ladies. For racquetball number 1, and Carol Snow, congratulations. You will be the winner.
Aaron playing in front of Emmett there, and tried to hit a lob over his head, but he was able to kind of box Emmett out on his back up there. So nice shot down. Where they're having success right now, so they're going to need to keep going over there a lot if they want to get a lot more side out.
Four serving 11. Scores that one. That'll be a point. 5-11. Emmett sneaks that one in. 11 serving 5.
The backbreaker when you see that ball go over your head and just bounces inside of that back. Roxanne needs a good return here to kind of get the momentum back in their shape. Switch it up the curve.
Wide angle gets past Ko that time. 5-11.
Aaron was able to catch Brenda off guard there to the right. Again, going over to that right side, try and score some points. But it's going to be a strategy that'll work for a couple points. But pretty soon, you're going to see Emmett start to cheat over a little bit and start taking that away, forcing Emmett out the court on the left.
Great effort by Ko there. Unable to keep it in the court, though. 7-11.
See how close he was to the front wall there. He was only about arm's length away when he had to go get that ball. Another strategic thing you're going to have to encounter playing paddleball is a lot more court coverage. Coming from the back a lot. A lot of great forward sprint.
So we're going to have to chase down some balls. We will take a quick commercial break and be right back. Just wide from Lime there. Still 12-7.
Excellent serve down the middle there. It's one of the main serves in paddleball is deep middle, deep miscommunication, free kind of easy point.
We have our first match point opportunity here. And Lime serves it out. Great quick point by Embry and Railing.
Hey, if you have a 7:50 match, you absolutely need to come to the rink right now to check in. It is 8:30, and we are going to start forfeiting people if you don't show up to check in for these matches.
Great rally. Eight serves 14. We have ball is called out by the ref. That'll be a point.
Still a long run from Aaron. Chased that one down. He was out. Could play a factor here. Run down. Take a look at that one.
All right, two more opportunities at match point here for Ko and Lime. Any changes for them on this last serve?
And it pulls Roxanne out wide. You can see he's got both of them on the string right now. They're both kind of chasing every shot that he's hitting. A lot of pressure on them to kind of win this rally to stay in the match, of course. But Emmett's very comfortable.
you for your matches.
All righty. And that's our match. A great rally to finish the match. Put away by M&Co at the end. Thank you all very much for joining us. We will be returning in just a few moments for one more mixed open paddleball match, and we hope you will join us then. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining us, Danny Levy. I appreciate your time and insight. Thank you.
Thanks, JT.